Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. Today, we're gonna talk about my EDC backpack and what's inside of it. Much like my regular EDC, honestly, what is in my bag doesn't change all that much, but there's a few tweaks and upgrades, and actually a brand new product, an armor panel shield, super thin, crazy. Stay tuned for that. And then, you know, some other odds and ends that change from time to time, but people love watching this stuff. I like watching this stuff. I like making it, so this is gonna be another bag video. I'm not gonna talk too much because these videos get pretty long, but I am a web developer, a YouTube creator, I guess, photographer, videographer, and I run a holster company, though that's not as relevant, and I'm an all-around kind of gear junkie. So those are kind of what you're gonna see in the bag, some tech stuff, some medical stuff, some survival stuff, some gear stuff, some defensive stuff, and the backpack isn't loaded to the brim. My concept for EDC bags typically is it's not fully loaded, so that way I can throw a jacket in or a pair of boots or shoes or a camera or whatever. So what you see is kind of like the baseline, and then I kind of add to that situationally if I'm doing something different, special for the day. I will link to everything in this video, so if you have a question, feel free to ask it down below. Love seeing those comments, but chances are you can click the video description and there's links to pretty much everything I'm gonna talk about in this video. I also have some coupon codes and stuff. Always appreciate you using those links, and the coupon codes will save you money, so those are rad as well. Thank you to the companies that give me coupon codes to give you guys. But let's jump in to the bag. I honestly never know how best to show bags and stuff, so we'll just kind of do tabletop, upright. I'll open the pockets, do the best I can to show you what's going on. This is the ever steady for me Vertx Gamut 2.0. This is the newest colorway. I forget, it's like Grizzly something rather. We call it Baby Yoda, as you can see why. I kind of showed this in a video a while back and actually gave one of these away, so rad. Hope you got that one that I shipped out to you. But this is it, a feature-packed backpack that I just love for kind of an EDC laptop bag. This is the Gamut 2.0, though not a ton has changed from the 1.0, but some notable features that are in here that I'll get into. And one of the spicy colorways that just dropped, though this is still my favorite, I'll show you the new one. Ooh, yeah. So this is the kind of a green, kind of an OD type green, Ranger green here with the multicam tropic accents. It is, ooh, it's a good looking bag. I'm not sure which I like better. Which one do you like better? And anyway, they're kind of, you know, just popular looking kind of outdoor brand colorways. A lot of people are like, camouflage screams, shoot me first. Nah, bro, it doesn't. Nothing screams, shoot me first. Camo is super popular. You can't walk into a store, I mean, Walmart, Target, PacSun, is that still a store? I don't know, without seeing camo prints. So camo is in, camo is trendy. So this is not, it's not camo, this or any camo isn't gonna stick out. So just a little rant there. But anyways, cool color if you're into the multicam tropic. So to start with a bag that I want to carry every day, I drink a lot of water. Nalgene right here. This is the 32 ounce. Sometimes I carry the big dog 48 ounce, and still the OTF lid is where it's at. Ballin'. If you drink a lot of water throughout the day, you don't want to mess with screwing around or trying to drink out of a giant opening in the top. Pop the top, boom, drink out of that little guy, you'll be set. All that to say, I can't imagine a bag without exterior water bottle pockets. The more, the merrier. A lot of bags ditch those these days. So I get a lot of bags like, oh, you should try this bag out, you should try this bag out, you should try this bag out. And there's a lot of cool bags out there. But for hiking bag, for EDC bag, for backpacking bag, for anything, if I don't have an exterior pocket, it's like a deal breaker for me. It's like pants and not having a mag pocket practically. So you gotta pocket right in here, slam your drink. But if water isn't your thing, then we can do a variety of things in these pockets. Maybe you need that protein, blender bottle, boom. Maybe you need that protein, but you also realize that you are fat at heart, like I am. Pringles can, why not? You wanna take some goodies for the road? might as well slap a little Magpul DACA can in there. Honestly, you never know when you need a suppressor, so might as well. But honestly, more often than not, I find myself needing to pack a Desert Eagle, so that fits really nicely in there. And of course, we got a 50 AE. But really, I love just shoving things, you know, maybe you want to bring an extra pair of socks or just jam literally anything, some snackies, exterior water bottle pockets, which are really just kind of dump pockets, pouches for me, is hugely important. They do have little elastic bungees if you need to cinch those down as well. So huge plus, and they are, yes, big enough to put a Nalgene in. Some people say the Nalgenes won't fit. There is a pocket right behind the water bottle pocket. I don't actually keep anything on this side because, again, I like to leave room for extra activities if I need to. So if you load this pocket out really full of stuff, there is a chance that you might have a hard time squeezing that Nalgene in. But these are elastic pockets, they give you a little bit of room. So the bag itself, the Gamut 2.0, it's not really a bag review, but I'll show you a few of the features. We got nice big padded straps on the back here. We got the 3D molded, kind of allows a little bit of air passageway through here, but also, you know, the BAM big Vertx logo, kind of hidden and obscured. There's really not much other branding or any kind of marketing on this bag except for, you know, some subtle things like the zipper pulls. So you're not really screaming out tactical and shoot me. Sorry, just kind of making fun of those people. But we do have a sternum strap, which I really like. It is adjustable up and down. And we do also have a waist strap down here. Not a hip strap, but if you really need to slap that on, tighten it up and go for a run, that'll keep the bag from bouncing off your butt or your back when you're running. So it does come in handy. Sometimes for like an EDC bag like this, I will take it off. I've left this on for now to see if there's ever an opportunity that I will use it. If you are like a commuter and running to catch the bus and stuff, maybe I could see using it more. For me, I basically walk out to my garage and drive into the office and walk a short distance into the office. So I'm not making long backpacking trips with this. Sorry, I'm trying to spin it to show you guys a lot, but a lot of times people are like, you're spinning it too much. But what everyone does like is when I slap it. Yeah. So in the back pocket here, we kind of have this not so much hidden, but kind of a hidden pocket, I guess, with a quick strap. So this is a big kind of dangly thing that just makes it when it's on your back and you want to rip into it really quick, grab that and you can just rip it wide open, because a lot of people will concealed carry off body. Off body carry isn't my thing at all. I carry on body and an appendix carry holster, but if you are carrying off body or if you got a little subcompact type gun back in here, you can get easy access to this back compartment with this big dangly strap that is just kind of there to allow you to grab it easy and rip it open. So let's get into this pocket. So back here, it does kind of open like a full clamshell. This part over here is the soft kind of Velcro line. You know, it just feels mostly like felt, but it allows you the opportunity to slam some Velcro things, such as, I do sell this holster. I call it the Stage 5 Clinger. Get it? It's lined with Velcro on the back. You can slam it in there and then boom, you have a gun, concealed carry gun. You can place it wherever you want to. So that is a thing if you're into that. Otherwise though, all kinds of companies offer Velcro type related stuff. I'll get into this stuff in a second. Vertx does offer this stuff called Tactigami. It's a bunch of little kind of kits that's kind of like a Legos build your own Velcro pouches for guns, mags, whatever. They got these little guys that are like, you can put mags or flashlights or whatever that sticks on there, Velcro, obviously. And kind of this is the end result of some kind of, it's called Tactigami for obvious reasons. So if you want to kind of load this out with a bunch of stuff, some med stuff, some gear, whatever you want to do, you can do that. It's kind of a blank canvas for you. They also have these bigger bags that are just kind of zipper pouches. So if you just want to kind of organize some stuff like that, you can. And not just Vertx, a bunch of brands sell Velcro stuff. So all you gotta do, most brands kind of in the tactical industry will sell Velcro pouches that are the rough backed. And that's what most of the backing of their pouches will be, because a lot of tactical stuff that is Velcro has the soft side on the actual thing you're gonna slap it to. So just slap it right on there and you'll be good to go. So some other stuff I got back in here. Oh, this actually came out. Some N95 masks. These are the fold flat. Who would have thought, you know, years of carrying N95 masks, who would have thought those things would come in handy? Not me. And then we got Halo chest seals, just because they're super thin and they're always good to have, relatively lightweight. So that's a little bit of med that I keep back here. And I keep it in the back so that way there's things not like rubbing against it, or I'm not accidentally gonna cut it with something. So that's back here actually on the back side of this right here. So this is a Defender. You guys have seen me use Premier body armor, which is great. Still highly recommend them. But this is a new product. Defender's been making armor for a while. But this, look, can you tell how thin this is? This is, I mean, it's crazy, crazy thin. It's like a piece of, legitimately, it's like a piece of cardboard. Cardboard. It's so thin. I like to do kind of this stuff when I have like a really thin, light thing to do for no reason whatsoever. But what this is, they sell different ratings. I have the handgun rated, which is gonna be the thinnest and lightest out there. They've been selling this for a while, and it's had kind of the padding on the back, the trauma impact kind of padding, to where if you get hit and the bullet deforms this a little bit, because it's obviously not steel, it won't, you know, break a rib and stuff with the trauma. But I saw this at SHOT Show. They had done kind of a limited run for Travis Haley Strategic. He requested them to do, and it was a really small one for the little flat pack, and it was thin. And I saw that and I was like, dudes, can you make bigger, like Vertx bag sizes with the crazy thin, light ones? And they were like, you know, yeah, I mean, technically we could, we don't. And I was like, please offer that as a product. I want it. So this is a rigid, this is a handgun rated, but again, they do sell rifle rated shields, they're called as well. And that fits back here, obviously super, super light. I don't know, it's hard to, it's light. It's light, right? You won't even notice this back there. And the reason that I wanted the padding removed is because the padding adds thickness. So with removing the padding, since I'm not gonna wear this up against my chest directly, what we have here is padding. What we have here in the backpack is padding. So this is already here. So you slap this in here, and then you got your padding, and you got this little guy that takes up like no room whatsoever. Anyway, a really great option. Again, if you have a Premier panel, that's rad, they're soft. I always prefer hard when you can, but hard panels usually came at a cost of being a little thicker, heavier and stuff, but this solves all those issues. I mean, it's comical how thin this is. Can you see that? Anyways, it's amazing. There is a special compartment, I'm not gonna really open it up, that you can slide this panel in here and just hide it completely. But for the sake of this video, I just put it back in here so that I could take it out and show you. And Defender did give me a coupon code for you guys. LLOD will save you 10% off, I believe, of anything that Defender sells. So check that out. And then the Premier panels, which are still a great option as well, right here. They're flexible like this. They are a little heavier, but still crazy thin and crazy lightweight. They gave me a coupon code as well, LLOD, for I think 10% off. And Premier is awesome as well because they make dedicated panel sizes to perfectly fit a lot of the Vertx backpacks. Both Premier and Defender, made in America, awesome stuff. A lot of these zippers for the main compartments are the lockable type, so they can kind of come together and you can put a little, I mean, you could put a zip tie in there if you didn't really need to lock it, or one of those small locks or the small cable locks will fit in there. So that's the back pocket. Let's touch real quick on this front pocket. So this front pocket, there's kind of a, again, it's not hidden, there's zippers here, but you don't really see it. There's this pocket and has this little grab strap here, so you can just kind of rip it right down if you want easy access to stuff. In this pocket, I've trimmed down a little bit what I used to have in here. I used to have some more stuff, but here is a tourniquet, a cat tourniquet, always good to have on hand. And what I have here is a pair of Leatherman Raptor shears. If you know, you know. Anyways, these are the most awesome shears, just bomb-proof shears, you know, cut through pennies and all that stuff with them. But it does have a seatbelt cutter as well, oxygen tank wrench, glass breaker, and just a really rad pair of shears. A lot of times heavy duty shears or scissors do things that knives just don't excel at. So I like to keep those. I keep it in the bag all the time. You can fly with these scissors, no issues there. We got a little Hank paracord, a little carabiner, like a load-bearing carabiner, and then a little kind of keychain carabiner. I always just keep these because it's always good just to kind of have something to lash things onto. So usually I won't use them in here. I just keep them here for storage, and then I'll take them out and use them for whatever. And then under here, there's kind of a hidden compartment where there's a little Velcro on the bottom. I keep a little, this is actually a sunglass little pouch, and I just keep some cash in here. This is some backup cash in case I'm somewhere, forgot my wallet gets stolen, someplace only takes cash. I keep this in here because I almost always travel with my backpack as well. So if I'm at an airport or whatever and just need some cash, I have it handy, but kind of hidden a little bit for no other real reason than I like to kind of hide it. This pouch that we showed earlier as the front also can slide up into this portion, so you can tuck it all the way up. You know, you can tuck it really nicely under here, and then you can have exposed mollies. So if this is kind of like a go bag of some sort and you have some tactical gear or whatever out here, or you just like the look of the exposed molly, you can run the backpack like this just the same. I usually don't. I kind of have that hidden. This pouch does also have these straps that'll hook onto the bag here and kind of be an expansion pouch here. So if you need to put your bike helmet in there or a big winter jacket or whatever, you can kind of shove it in here and use it as kind of like a hammock expansion pouch. So that's a nice little feature. And then down here we have a little Velcro strip, which coincidentally, is it a coincidence? I don't know, fits my limited run of the LLOD rig patches, and it'll fit, you know, a variety of other kind of patches there. So you got just a tiny little bit of color matched Velcro. If you don't want to put anything, you don't really see it, or if you want to slap a couple patches, you can do that as well. The only other exterior pocket we have up here is this little guy in the top, and I really just use that for snacks. So I got some trail mix in here, and when I travel or whatever, I'll usually toss my sunglasses into this top pouch, but you know, you can obviously use it for anything. Other than that, we kind of have a mirror here with the other water bottle pouch, and then a pocket over here, which I keep some wet wipes because those are always good to have because you never know when you'll need them. Over here, I have just some little flossers and Q-tips and some pain pills and Benadryl, stuff like that. Just, I don't know, kind of first aid, hygiene stuff over there. Then we get into the main pocket of the bag, which is here. There's some interesting features on this as well. We have this little latch here, which if you can see, when you zip up the bag, you can kind of do a partial zip of the bag here. And then this little Velcro closure will keep it from flopping open. But if you want to use this to set up a little folding stock, SBR, something like that, you can keep this for ready, easy access to the main pocket. And you just reach over, grab this little pull tab, and then you can rip this pocket down and open and access all the stuff in here. I have it to show you. There's little buttons here, here, and here. And that means when you open the bag, it'll just open the top like this if you don't want to rip it all the way open. However, if you unclip those buttons, when you rip it open, you can rip it all the way full clamshell mode if you want. And I'll kind of show it to you like this in a second, but for how I am usually accessing the bag, I'm just getting in through the top. So through the top here, we have some more Velcro here and some kind of pen pockets here. You can slam a knife or whatever. For me, I have this pen. This is the, I forget the model, but man, this is the sickest pen. Actually, in the last EDC bag video where I had a pen in here, somebody mentioned this pen and said I should get it, and I looked at it and I got it. It's matte black. It's very small. I got the one that has a stylus on the end. If you're into that, I don't really use them, but I was like, hey, mine as well. And then what we have here is a three-way. You can't really see it. I'm not going to close up on this or anything. But what we have in here is a mechanical pencil and a black pen and a red pen, all in this tiny little matte black package. Man, that is the coolest pen. Again, it's a Skillcraft something. I'll link to it down below. And then I have a Sharpie. I do have the dual tip Sharpie, so we got the extra fine and the fine. Always nice to write with the Sharpies. And then I have an Apple pen up there for my iPad that I sometimes use. And then I have an Olight H1R. This is actually a headlamp, though I use it for flashlight mode because it's one of those 90-degree verticals, has a magnet on the bottom, so I can use it as like a utility light. I do EDC a flashlight as well, but I like having a backup there. CR123, so readily available, and I have some CR123s in the bag as well. So up top here and lining the whole interior actually has more Velcro, so if you want to do more Velcro type organization, you can. We got, yes, the Sage Dynamics black patch. What's up, Aaron? Hope you're well. And then you can put whatever patches you want up here. I actually have a Haley Strategic train from the D7 course and a cross from Tam Fam Graham. So here is a laptop sleeve. I'm gonna take out a sleeve inside of a sleeve. We heard you like sleeves, so we put a sleeve in your sleeve. This sleeve right here is padded and adjustable. So you can adjust it to be smaller, thinner, and you can adjust the height as well. This will fit a very big laptop, like a 17-inch laptop will fit in here. I carry a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and it's kind of my lifeblood. I get, it's the high-end MacBook Pro. I use it for web development, I use it for video editing, I use it for photo editing, I use it for everything. So I wanna protect it at all costs. So I put a sleeve inside of a sleeve. Is that necessary? Not at all, but I have this little OD green sleeve, and you can get this sleeve, I'll link it down below, but if you do want to put a sleeve inside of a sleeve because you have a really baller laptop or something, you want to get the kind that open on the skinnier end versus one that opens on this end. So that's this pouch right here. Sometimes if I'm going into a meeting or whatever and I just want to grab my laptop, I'll just pull the sleeve out of it and I can carry it separately like that. So that's kind of a nice feature as well. And this sleeve does have a little kind of mini sleeve in the front where you can toss an iPad or some documents or whatever. So that's that. I do, of course, have my laptop wrapped in big old 500 print multicam black, which I just buy the vinyl from Imagecraft. But if you want to buy a skin, Gabe Tam Fam Graham does sell MacBook skins, I believe in multicam as well on his website. So that's my sleeve in here. And then we got some pockets on this side. So we'll kind of open it up clamshell style here. So this is the pouch of destiny. I'll link to a video up here where I kind of went through everything in the pouch. Not much has changed, but this is a Vanquest pouch. I have the Leatherman bit kit up in the front pocket here. That comes in handy all the time. On the back, I slammed a few zip ties and some Velcro cable ties. I talk about these in videos, but these Velcro cable ties come in so handy with tech stuff, obviously cable management, but I use them for automotive stuff and just organizing gear all over the place. So I always kind of keep two handy right here because I'm using them all the time. I'll link to them, get a 100-pack, trust me, you'll use them all the time. So this is a toolkit. This is all TSA friendly. I can fly with everything in this case. No worries, I do it all the time. So we got, I'll just kind of breeze through right here. We got a Sharpie, hand sanitizer spray. This is like a nose inhalant to kind of clear up your sinuses. I don't use it that often, but just in case I'm somewhere and, you know, crazy allergies or something. Tide pen, I don't know why it's in there. I've never used it. We got a whistle, just in case. Some batteries, we got AA's, AAA's, and CR123s. A little thing of super glue. A little thing of tweezers, because man, if you get a little splinter and you don't have tweezers, it's a bad day. I got some nitrile gloves, some earplugs, a little thing of Kevlar strand. This is actually some folding scissors that are really cool. Unfortunately, they don't sell them anymore, but if they do, I'll link to them down below. Chapstick. These are the little expanding towels. You just add water, a little wrench, Leatherman bit kit thing, a hair tie, because these actually come in handy quite a bit. A little tape measure. I have a straight edge in here. I have in the back, there's like these back pouches as well, is where I kind of have some medical gear and some boo-boo kits, and I actually have water purification tablets. This is a little micro water purification pen. I do have a tampon in here. Guys like don't understand why a guy would carry a tampon. Like, oh, you need a tampon? Well, there's been times where a girlfriend or wife or someone, sister, might just have bad planning, need a tampon, takes up no space, come in clutch for the win. So that's this. This stays in there all the time. I have a couple pouches that go in there situationally. This pouch is my no-fly pouch. I cannot take this when I fly. It is not a TSA-friendly pouch. The contents of the pouch. This is another little micro VanQuest pouch in here. So what we have here is like one of these a little adjustable X-Acto knives. So this is the kind that you can just break off a chunk and a chunk and a chunk, so you have a bunch of sharp blades in here. I keep that tucked away on the side over here. I keep an extra mag. This is a 17 round. I usually carry a Glock 19, so an extra mag, hey, why not? I'm a gun guy. And then I keep an extra skeleton tool in here because sometimes if I misplace it or something, it's just nice to have a backup. So I EDC a skeleton tool, but I also have a skeleton tool in my backpack because I really like redundancy, as you'll kind of see throughout this video and a lot of my videos. So that's usually in there, but I take it out when I fly. This is another pouch that kind of is sometimes in there, and I usually put this in when I fly, and it's usually not in there when I don't fly because it's kind of heavy. So when I'm going to and from work, I have my power supply and everything set up at work, so I don't need this because I don't need the contents of it. But let me get into it real quick just to show you. This is my charger and cable bag. So I have my MacBook charger, and then I have this Anchor charger that looks like a MacBook charger, but it's not. So it's got a USB PD port here, so it can charge your laptop, but I believe it only charges like 65 watts. So depending on the pool of your laptop, it may not be able to charge it at full speed, but a pretty good speed, and then a regular USB. So you can charge your whatever. You can charge two things at once off of this guy, and both of these things are gonna charge very fast. So we have the USB-C cables, we have some lightning cables, micro USB cables, and then I have a little battery pack in here that is USB PD as well. So if I'm on an airplane or something and running low on juice, I can pull that guy out to get a charge. And then what I do keep in here as well, since this is kind of my travel kit, is a dual USB cigarette lighter. So if I'm in a friend's car, or if I rent a car or whatever, I'm like, crap, I forgot it. I just keep it in here at all times so that way I can charge devices on the go. So that is kind of the charger slash cable bag that is in here situationally. Now we have these two pockets over here that are kind of this see-through type hex mesh material. In this pocket, I just have a pair of thin mechanics because it's always good to have a pair of gloves. You got to protect your hands if you're doing something dicey. And then I'll get into the pocket, the contents of this pocket up here. I have some gum because you don't want to go into a meeting or something with stank breath. And then I have a little wallet. This has like some smaller cash, some ones and stuff, and I keep some business cards in here. This is a little Magpul DACA wallet that, you know, I just keep in here because it's super lightweight and organizes a few of my flat things. Here is a bag that has a bunch of adapters, some thumb drives, some SD cards, some micro SD cards, some SD card adapters, and just some various adapters and stuff. These are in, I like these little kind of like anti-static bags. I keep any of my SD cards and stuff in those. And then this is a really cool kind of rugged hard drive, a micro hard drive. This is I went for the 500 gig, but I think they go up to like 2 terabytes for you ballers out there. So I'm transferring data a lot for all of my jobs, honestly. So it's good to have an external portable hard drive. And I like that this one's like rugged and waterproof, but I still do keep it inside of this Ziploc anti-static bag just for extra security. And then other than that, I have a few random miscellaneous cables and adapters because stupid MacBook Pros only have USB-C. So this is how I transfer most of my data from my SD cards to my laptop. And I'm realizing I usually have a few Ziploc bags in here because Ziploc bags come in handy all the time for me. So I usually shove a few like Ziploc sandwich bags in here, but I forgot to transfer those over from my other bag. Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up the bag. All right, well, I think that was all I wanted to talk about in this bag video. We've had a lot of gear and product stuff, so we're gonna be going on some adventures soon, so stay tuned for that. Don't really have a ton of announcements because this video is already pretty long, but stay tuned. I'll probably do a Weekenderlander very soon. This coming weekend is my birthday though, so we might not go out this weekend. I'm not sure, but we might. But stay tuned. I'll get back to making some of those videos that all you guys are here for. The Weekenderlander videos are coming up. All right, get subscribed, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. Love to hear from you, thoughts on the bag, things I could add, things I could improve, and just all around whatever kind of videos you want to see coming up in the future. Always love hearing from you guys. Yeah, until next time, take care.